Are solar panels worth it for me and my home? The solar industry right now in Australia is a very confusing place, with companies trying to sell you the most expensive systems that may not actually be suited to your exact needs. So I've put together a really simple checklist that you can do from home without a salesperson breathing down the phone getting you to make a decision. I'm Brady, and my goal is to educate the average Aussie on the electrical field so they can make educated decisions on the electrical in their homes. I'm not trying to sell you anything, so it's zero cost, zero strings attached. Just download the checklist below, and I'm about to talk you through it, so buckle in. This is the electrical industry, so the first thing you want to do is take a look at your electricity bill. If you're spending more than $200 a month on your energy, chances are solar will save you money. More than 30% of homes in Australia right now have solar on the roof, meaning that the overwhelming majority of Australia doesn't have solar. The thing I don't want you to do is be part of the population that could benefit, could currently be saving money by installing solar on their roof and simply aren't because they're confused about the industry or what. The cost of living is already ridiculous. Equip yourself with every possible thing you can so that you and your family can get ahead. Solar is one of the logical options. Let's continue. If you're in a tight spot for money right now and you don't have minimum $2,000 liquid to put into this, don't listen to the zero upfront cost solar, because that'll end up pinching you in the butt later because of all these recurring fees and paying off your loans. As well as the systems and the quality and the warranty of all of the gear you're going to get is low. I'm talking rock bottom. Do not invest in zero upfront solar. If you're like most homeowners and you do have more than $2,000 liquid, start looking into solar as long as you tick the rest of these boxes. Checkbox 3, make sure your roof is a standard kind of roof. If you've got tin or tile, you're in the clear. Anything else like slate, you're looking at a lot more expensive install equipment, which is going to drive the price up of your install. So tick that box if you've got a tin roof or a tile roof. If your neighbor's roof shades your roof for most of the day, solar's not a good option. If you have trees growing and shading your roof for most of the day, or even some of the day, solar's not a good option. You've always got the opportunity to cut down the trees, but if that's not something you want to do, maybe rule it out. Checkbox 5, do you own your own home? If you do, tick it. If you're a renter, you fall into a weird gray area. If you've got a good relationship with your landlord and they're willing to cover the costs, perfect, go right ahead. But generally, if you're in a rental situation, you're not going to get solar on your house as easy. Point number 6, if you own a tiny home. So if your roof is small, it limits the real estate that you've got available for solar panels. So if you can only fit 4 panels on your roof, though that might be a cheap system, you've got to pay for the sparky to come out on site and for the install costs for the day, which may dwarf the benefit that you're going to get in your energy bills for installing the solar in the first place. So have a talk to your installer and work out if it's worth it. Some cases it is. If you're a bit bigger than a shipping container, you're all right. Anything smaller than that, unless you've got a sparky mate that you can throw a slab of beer or two, you're generally not going to get a good price on solar installs on your home. Checkbox 7, if you've got existing hot water systems on the roof or things that shade the roof a lot. So solar hot water matting, that entirely covers the north-facing roof of your home, usually. If that real estate's gone to your hot water, it's not going to be able to have solar panels installed over the top, unless you want to reduce how effective your solar hot water actually is. And the last checkbox is the actual orientation of your house. If you have a north-facing part of your roof, generally you're in the clear. That's actually perfect if you're in the southern hemisphere. This is going to optimize the amount of sun that you get during the day and ultimately the amount of power that's produced by your system. That'll give you power for the longest amount of hours in the day. The other option, less efficient but gives you power in more times when you need it, is east-west facing roofs. Meaning if you draw almost no power during the day, you've got no option to put it on your north-facing roof, but you still want solar, and you're using most of your power in the morning when you're getting ready for work, and the afternoon when you're getting home from work, east-west facing systems also are an option. Not as high performance, but are an option. So if you've got to the end of that checklist and every single one of those things is a big green tick, you're good. You've got the green light to go ahead and get solar installed on your roof. The next thing is finding a good company with competitive rates so that you're getting good quality equipment as well as not throwing money down the drain. Now, if you're in Melbourne or the surrounds and you don't want to go wasting time comparing this guy to this guy to this guy to this guy when they're all the same, shoot me a message or comment on this video and I'll reach out to you. We install solar and we'll give you a very competitive price as well as very good quality equipment backed with a warranty or a guarantee. I hope this checklist gave you a little bit more clarity. If it did, follow, because I'm going to be releasing a lot more videos about inverters, batteries, and the solar industry itself. So I'll catch you on the next one.